Good evening, everyone. I'm back again this weekend, and it's a special weekend. We have two very enterprising women joining us for our live sessions, and today a very special a person who I have been inspired by, who has been inspiring so many women, who are trying to create their own space in this world. Kakali Biswas. She is going to be with us, and I think we don't need any introduction, right, for her. Uh, she has been, I mean, her grace, the way she carries her saris, so I'm not going to take much time, and I see she's already joined the session. I'm just going to bring her on, and we also have a very special announcement, a big announcement. I'll just wait for her to join, and then we'll break that announcement. So hang on. Hi,
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good too. Thank you so
I
much.
really need to pinch myself.
It's an honor. It's an honor. And especially these days, it's also so refreshing to be meeting people online and going, talking to people online. At least there's some semblance of normalcy. Otherwise, it's just being at home and, at times it becomes crazy. Yeah.
Absolutely. But thank you so much. We are so humbled that you are with us for this interaction, and such a beautiful interaction. We're all looking forward to this. Me and my team have been waiting for this day to come, and and
Thank you for inviting me. It's definitely an honor and it's overwhelming for me too. And of course, before we go ahead with our session, I think there's something very exciting that you would like to announce. So why don't we hear that? I mean, it's a great achievement for you
sure,
and your team. So please make that announcement for people who have joined us.
sure. Thank you so much. So, to break the big news, the big announcement coming in to all the Theans who've been with us and been supporting us. This is a big step for us on the e-commerce platform. We have tied up with Ajio, and we are now live with Ajio, and all our products will be available there as well. And you can go scroll up, and we will make these announcements after the live. You will have post links that you can check, and a short video showing you all the products that we've put up on IGO from Theascape. So that's a big announcement. We are very excited. We've been working very hard all these months to put it all together, and it all came so I mean, we were discussing this, Kakali, and it all came so well together. You were coming live, and we just got live on Ajio yesterday, and we were like, wow, nothing better
Yeah, I'm
than
so happy that the live is happening on this particular day where this good thing, good announcement is being made. So I can actually feel the excitement and the exuberance of the team too.
thank you so much.
Yeah.
More on this, of course, we will take it up, but let's have it from you. It's a beautiful topic that we are going to talk about, on how can we manifest the life that we feel that we deserve and we should live. How can we do that,
Yeah.
right? And I was looking at one of your videos where you were
Yeah.
referring to the book by Rhonda, The Secret, and you were reading a
Yeah.
few passages out of it, and
Right.
you do believe and you do follow secret in your life, and
Yes.
you've seen so many ups and downs, but you've crafted out an amazing space. You're an inspiration, and the kind of clothing that you are curating at Dora by Phoenix is also very inspiring for people like us. So to start with, I thought, why not understand a little bit about what secret means to you?
See, I'll start with how I came across this book and, how I got involved with the book and how, even if I say it, I can't really say that that is the only thing that changed my life, but it does have a lot of influence in the way I think or I handle things. So it was probably, I think, 2015 when I was at a review in Mumbai, and our CEO generally used to suggest, corporate books that we should be reading
Right.
as management people, the books that could change our views, outlook. So apart from the normal corporate books, he suggested that I have been reading this book. I have read this book, and trust me, it has had a huge effect on me. And this is The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. So while coming back, I bought this book from the airport store and then came back and I read the book. And that was it. I mean, I read the book and it was nice. I liked the book. That is all. But I did not immediately, get into the book so much so that it became part of my life. But see, somewhere around 2018, I quit my job for a brief period. So then I started reading books all over again. I had time on my hands, so I started reading books all over again. And this is when I picked up The Secret again. That okay, these books are lying around. Let me read. And then there was a shift in the perception that okay, so this is what the book is about. Your thoughts become things,
Things.
and the law of attraction. So and even my daughter was reading that book at that time, and she also became quite impacted with that book. So we used to discuss a lot. Then after about 3 4 months, initially I had thought, I wouldn't get back to work. I would just be at home, do something on my own. But after 3 4 months, I thought, it's better to get back to work because obviously the monthly income that comes in, it is a huge comfort when at the end of the month the salary hits your account. So I thought, no, let me get back to work again and see what happens. But unfortunately, because I had left at a regional head level and at a salary bracket, things were not working out in Kolkata because Kolkata, the opportunities are not that great. So all the opportunities were coming outside of Kolkata, Bombay, Delhi, Bangalore, Pune, and I was not willing to leave Kolkata. That is when, because I had read that book, I started thinking about my job and I started writing down that like I have a job in Kolkata. I have a job in Kolkata that, is at the level that I had left and at a certain salary bracket and designation that I had wished at the time of leaving that, this is where I aspired to be. Because I did not want to move out of Kolkata, hence my ambitions were limited to as much as Kolkata could offer. I really couldn't think of going to that. So whatever it is, I had thought about the designation. I had written down the salary. And then out of the blue, I think after about a month, I got a call from a company, and I went there for the interview. And after about an hour or so, after the interview was over, there was the sales head, the MD, CEO, and HR head, and then they said that we're a little confused that what is the kind of portfolio we should be giving because you have left as a regional head. We do not have capacity there. Yet at the same time, we do not want your experience to go waste. So we need to work out. Why don't you do something? You go downstairs. There's a nice cafe. You have your lunch or something, and we'll try and see what we can work out. So I went there. It was more than about 2 hours, and I kept on looking at. I had written down in my phone also the notes section what I wanted, the designation, the salary. So after 2 hours, they said you can have come to some conclusion. Let's see if it works out with you because I was to come back by the evening flight. So they said we want you to take the offer letter and go back. So I came and when they handed over the offer letter to me, the first thing that hit me was the designation. the designation was there. We had not discussed the designation. We had discussed about my job profile, about my experience, and how my experience can be used in the company. But we had definitely not discussed about the designation. And for me, I thought they would consider my last designation and then think about it, what designation could be given. But what surprised me most was the salary breakup that came up. So when I opened that page, that was exactly what I had written down. So that I for 2 seconds I was like, how is this happening? I mean, this I had not discussed salary also. Only my past salary, last salary was discussed. I mean, and because I was not working for 3 4 months, so obviously they could have told me that you have to accept the last salary that you were working at. But somehow, and this was quite a jump I was looking at. So. Resignation and the salary was came out as I wanted, and the job portfolio, although it was not the original head, it was in fact a bigger role because I was given to handle a vertical in Delhi also. Apart from a vertical, I was given a vertical in Delhi, so which was new for me because I had some portfolios, but typically Delhi I had not done. So that was actually an enhancement in the job portfolio. And that's when I thought, if you really put in your thoughts into something you want, it definitely, it is not that I had not achieved anything before reading The Secret, but it's something that, struck me that yes, it is possible because the moment you are thinking that you want this, your thought process, your actions obviously that revolve around that because the
Yeah.
brain is so many thoughts.
Yeah.
Out of that, you have to pick that particular thought that is going to actually make a difference.
Yes.
So when I then realized that when I was talking to these people, I was actually trying to revolve my conversation around the fact that these are my expertise which you can utilize, and this is what the kind of salary I could look at. And I had diverted, or I had probably moved my conversation around those points which eventually happened. So after that there have been a lot of instances where these things have happened, and probably somewhere subconsciously I started thinking about talking to the universe, and yes, this is what I want, and it has come back to me. I wouldn't say it has happened every time or it has happened 100%, but yes, the major things that have happened have had an impact based on the thoughts, based on what I have been conveying out to the universe. Yes, so that way, even my move from the corporate world to this entrepreneurial venture is also a part of my thoughts becoming things, because if somebody had asked me in 2018 whether you want to start a business, I would have said no. I mean, I'm not prepared for it, or I've never thought it, or I cannot be into business. I have been into the corporate world, I have been an employee, I have been in service, so that is what I can do. But then once I started thinking about it, the thoughts automatically went around how to start, what to start, where do I start, how do I do it, who are the people I should be getting in. So that's how probably, the thoughts become things.
Amazing, amazing. I mean, it when you read The Secret, it's all there, right? But listening
Yes,
to really how it
yes,
happens, it's so
yes.
goosebumpy. That, it's so amazing. It's a very inspirational story, and I think every young woman or any woman who wants to really, is not getting what she wants, just listen this piece and get inspired.
Yeah, I really hope that helps, because if nothing, it is somewhere your mind at least gets activated. If not anything, the
Yeah.
mind gets activated and your thought processes become more disciplined and more attuned to your desires and what you want
Yeah.
to do. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you beautifully shared how it has impacted your life. That was my next question. Can women own their lives? I mean, we see that there are women who are hesitant to owning their lives, right? And change the things to get the life that they want. is it really possible, or it's just an idea that a lot of us women now have, or is it really executable?
No, I will see whatever, irrespective, I will not put it as a gender specific thing. So
Right.
whatever you want, you can own it. I mean, but you have to work towards it. It's not that I sit at home and think that, okay, I'll start a business and the business happens on its own.
Yeah.
So that desire, that mental preparation, it's all in the mind, right? Even there was a point when post my marriage, I think for 9 years I was a housewife. If somebody had told me that you can work or you can start working, I would have like, how is that possible? That is not possible. I don't know how to go out into the world and how to work. But that eventually, when I decided to do it, it happened.
Yeah.
That is there. So it is definitely possible for anybody to own their life. It is just that we are scared of the changes. I mean, it is not possible that you go out and try to do something new and you don't face obstacles, or there will be competition. And once you get accustomed to a certain comfort zone, it is very difficult to move out and work. But it is definitely possible to own the life that you want. So the thought process has to change first. Uh, that is
Yeah.
very, very important, because once the mindset changes, then you will go all out and do everything. But that is what is required. And
Does
one of the reasons why I
Yeah,
started
does it
the book.
also depend on certain assumptions that we are living with, or or we are a little confused that, okay, what what should I do, and that is holding people back in taking charge of their lives?
Yes, that is of course there. I mean, you have to find out what. I mean, today mine was a diversification from corporate world to what I'm doing today. Just before I proceed, can you just block this? There's some Kudal Sandeep or somebody there.
Yeah, yeah, done.
Yeah. So it's like you have to think what are your strengths, what
Yeah,
you can actually focus on, and what could be the next thing to do, or what could be the process of starting something new, something which you can do with ease, with passion, and the
with a lot of
passion part.
drive.
Yeah. So there has to be that drive. You can get into something, but if you're not passionate about it, after a point you're going to wear out. So I think that's what I mean. I just went in because I wanted to earn my pocket money. I wasn't too keen into going into service, but obviously I worked for 22 years. But in the end, I was fatigued. I wasn't enjoying my work, and once you don't enjoy your work, it's not. Right for you as a person or as for the company. I mean, you're taking the salary every month, but you're not exactly justifying what you're doing. So that passion has to be there, but mainly the mindset. You have to decide that this is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to take charge. I don't know if you have read my blogs, but most of my blogs are about taking charge. So
Yes.
that yeah. So
I
you have
went through a very beautiful article, which talked about your life, and
yeah.
that kind of has stayed back with me, and I think I'm going to have a lot of thinking.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, it is you. Whether I want to do a business, whether I want to become the CEO of a company,
Absolutely.
whether I want to become an artist, it is me. I mean, I can talk to you. I can say, Divya, I want to do this, and you can say, yeah, Kakuli, please go ahead. I mean, you can support me, you can empathize with me, you can push me,
Yes.
but in the end, it is me. I have to take charge. If tomorrow I talk to you today and tomorrow I feel dejected and say, no, it's not working for me anymore, let me sit back and do whatever. There's only a point in which you can, motivate me, and you can tell me, no, no, what happened? You should go ahead. But in the end, it is me, it is my mindset, and it is my desire to go ahead and do that. So it is absolutely possible. It will not be easy. It's going to be definitely difficult, but you have to be mental. Once you're mentally prepared, I'm going to do it. You are also mentally prepared to face the difficulties. So taking charge is important, and to take charge, the mental shift is also required.
Right. My next question is an interesting one because this is going to be bulleted answers, which
Yeah.
will will compel us to really take out time when we are free and think about it.
Yeah.
Three three takeaways that you want them to incorporate starting now in their lives. What kind of practice should women, in specific, I'm going with women because you know we believe in empowering women, and of course it's also applicable
It's,
to everyone.
anyway.
But yeah, in particular women, any three things that they can start doing to see a change that they want.
See, generally the three things that I believe everybody, especially women, need is one is definitely education. But education does not necessarily mean the formal education that we are talking about, that we have finished
Right.
a college or something. Education is educating yourself every day. So even reading The Secret is knowledge. It is education. So I think reading is extremely important. And yeah, so and watching good shows, watching motivational speakers. So wherever, like in Three Idiots, they said the charo taraf gyan bant rahe, to there's always something or the other that's important, or something you can pick up from any conversation. So you have to be alert that way. So when you're talking to somebody, out of the 100 words spoken, there is one word that can, impact you, that can change you, that can motivate
Right.
you. So, education that way. I mean, apart from that, there are also formal. There are now so many online courses going on. So if you think that there is something you need to do for your business, for your service, for your home, you need to have a formal
Right.
training on something. It is always possible. And I think this is the best time to do it. Otherwise, probably you'll get so worked up, you won't find the time. Now we are all at home. That provision of online education is
Yes.
also so much easier now. So that is there.
Yes.
Second is most important thing is financial stability. And by financial stability, I do not mean just earning the money. You have to know how to grow your money. The most important part we do not understand is growing our money.
Growing
And
the
I
money.
say this, women are weak in this field. I have to admit, I mean, given my experience, I've seen most women, including me. I'm not somebody who understands finances well at all. I live in either the chartered accountant, or I have somebody close who is in the business in what do you call bank investment banking and all that. So I keep asking them. But if you really ask me whether I understand a certain how a certain mutual fund works, or a certain investment works, I don't. I completely trust these people to invest on my behalf, which is wrong, absolutely wrong.
Right.
You have to have that basic idea as to how to grow your money. That is very important. So if again that needs some sort of education, some sort of speaking to somebody and understanding what has happened, to find interest in that. So that is again something women should definitely do starting now. And the third thing I would say is self love. So
Sorry.
what we do not do, self love.
Self
So
love. Yes.
yeah.
Big
So
yes.
what we do not, yes, yes. So we do not try to find me time for ourselves. We try to work it around people. अच्छा चलो, I have done this, I have done my dinner हो गया, dinner हो गया, this, that, and then now I have time. No, it cannot be that way. I mean, you have to find, if you think that at 10 a.m. you need to do something for yourself, and at that time the children or the husband or somebody at home needs their breakfast, they can always do that. I mean, they can make their own breakfast, they can have their own breakfast, because and we feel guilty about it when we don't do it. I did not
Yeah,
serve them
yeah, yeah.
breakfast, so we feel guilty about it. Why should we? Why is it our responsibility that we have to do it? And that is why when we don't do it, we feel guilty. It's the duty. Everybody can do it. Anybody can do it. So let it not be to the level of going to feel guilty, to to feel bad about it. We all need our own time. We all need to figure out things for ourselves. We need that silence, that peace for ourselves. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it requires, half an hour. We need that for ourselves, because if you don't do that, if you're not at peace, if you're not calm, your thought processes automatically become jumbled up. You are always into something else. The moment you try to think or manifest something, there'll be hundreds of other thoughts coming into it. So you need to keep yourself, calm, and take your own time, and take care of yourself. So whether it means dressing up in the evening, whatever it requires to feel good about you, have to think about what people are going to think. I mean, initially in the second wave, I did get bogged down for some time, thinking that abhi post karna will probably not be right, abhi, and all that. But then I realized I have to live my own life. I have to run my own business. I understand my heart is heavy, and I know there are people suffering. But if I do not run my business, I'm going to suffer. Moreover, if I do not earn, my intentions of helping somebody is also staggered. It also goes down. I have to have my own income to go ahead and support somebody. So it might sound selfish, but in the end, it has a huge ecosystem also there. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. So, ladies, three things. And Kakali has given us the mantra. First is education, right? Second is
Financials.
finances, knowing your money, how to grow your money. And the third is self love. Okay? So, think about it. Think about it. Rewatch it. This is it, guys. This is it. You got to understand, you got to incorporate, you got to manifest.
Right.
Right. So this is amazing, right? This you really hit the nail on these three. I mean, these are the guru mantras. That we should definitely go by. Also, one very interesting topic is creating your own safe space, right? What I mean to say is, when I say safe spaces, that if I'm not feeling comfortable in a surrounding or in an environment that I don't like,
Right.
how do we create these safe spaces?
Again, it is up to you. And the first time you feel uncomfortable, you'll have to speak out. You cannot, the moment you keep quiet on the first instance, you are creating the possibility of a second instance. So in the workspace, wherever you're working, or even the most difficult part comes when it is in the family. So, but you have to speak out, because we ourselves are going to have to take care of this. But even if you go and at times it happens, you go and tell your mother, even she is not going to accept immediately that this has happened. So it is for you standing for yourself. The moment there is uncomfortness where somewhere, moment you see somebody crossing the line, you'll have to stop it there. That I'm not comfortable with this. So be it your boss, be it your colleague, be it even your husband, your friends, whoever. So you have to stop it there, so that they know they're like, okay, this is what she doesn't like. And it could be with men, it could be with women, even women, if you see somebody is crossing the terms of judging you, in terms of putting across their saying that this is how it should be done, or this should not be done. If you feel that if somebody is genuinely
I think there is a
something
lag
that is going
from
to
your side.
yeah. Otherwise, you have life, or this is what is not going well with me.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
So I think we lost you a little bit in
Okay.
between.
Okay.
There was a bit of lag.
Bit of lag, right? Even I could feel that. I think what I had been trying to say is that um, Is it still there? Is the lag still there? Hello?
So,
Hello?
so you were talking about, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, now it's better. So you were talking about, if you're uncomfortable, speak out.
Yes, yes. And it has to be in the first instance itself. Because the moment you do not say it on the
First
first
sentence.
instance, you are creating a space. Yes. You're creating a space for the second instance. What we do is we think maybe, this is my mistake. But no, there's no mistake because we are all grown up individuals and we exactly know what the other person is. Is it okay now?
I think there's a connection problem.
Hello? Yeah.
It's kind of echoing a bit and staggering.